Do you want to know how to design Pinterest pins that look beautiful and create a ton of clicks to your website so you can make more sales in your business, spend less time managing your Pinterest account, and have more time doing what you love? Today I'm going to show you my 6-step system I use to create drop-dead gorgeous pins that get me tens of thousands of views and clicks to my website every single month. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a brand new way of designing pins that takes literally seconds using Tailwind Create. A way of designing pins you have never heard of before, and that will change the way you create pins forever. Hi there, I'm Katie of whatskatieupto.com, and I am a Swiss blogger and digital marketing educator, and today I want to teach you about Pinterest pins. Because do you struggle with designing gorgeous pins for your online shop, your blog posts, your articles, or your services? Does it take you forever to create Pinterest pin designs that stand out, that match your brand, and that just look professional? And what happens to your pins once you pin them to Pinterest? Do you struggle to get people to see your pins and then click over to your website? I totally get it. That was me too a couple of years back. Creating Pinterest pins is a lot of work, and you should also focus on other things in your business that actually make you money, right? Or free you up time. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 7 steps I keep in mind every single time I create one of my Pinterest pins. Pins that bring in thousands of blog visitors to my website every single month. Pin designs that help me keep my monthly Pinterest views between 700,000 and 1 million views. Also, stay tuned for the end of this video because I'm going to show you a brand new way of creating pins that literally only takes seconds. So let's jump right into the 6-step system I use to create drop-dead gorgeous pins now. Did you know that Pinterest has performed several studies on how effective pins look like? They have literally analyzed thousands of pins and have come up with these attributes that most viral pins include. And I've included some of them in this easy to follow step-by-step system that you can follow whenever you create pins for your blog or your business. So let's do this. Step number 1, images. So the Pinterest algorithm focuses on fresh pins. And fresh pins are pin images that Pinterest has never seen before. So in the early days of Pinterest, you would go ahead and create one pin and then pin it over and over and over and over again, right? To your boards. Now, this strategy doesn't work anymore. Pinterest wants you to create brand new pins, aka images, as often as you can. But creating a ton of new blog posts or product shots is so much work, and you should be pinning at least 15 plus pins each day. So let's be real, you're never going to create that much new content, right? I have a life, you have a life, there's other stuff going on than Pinterest. So yes, I totally agree. So my first tip is to actually create several different pin designs for each piece of content you put out there into the world. Let me make an example. This is one of my blog posts that I have written about Pinterest. Now, I could go ahead and create one pin for this post, for example, this pin, and it includes the title and the image of the post. Now, because Pinterest wants fresh pins, which means new pins, you could stop here and move on to creating the next product or the next piece of content, and then create one pin for that new product or article again. Or, and this is what I do, you can create several different pin images for one piece of content or product. Here's an example of several different pins that I've actually included in this blog post that refer to the exact same piece of content but have different pin images. Pinterest will see these images as new and fresh because they all include a different image. Pinterest doesn't care that they lead back to the exact same blog post. Pinterest only cares that the pin image is new. This means you can create 10 pins from one single blog post or one single item in your shop and get 10 times more exposure on Pinterest, reach 10 times more people and potential customers. It's also going to save you a ton of time because it's easier to design a new pin than create a new product or blog post, right? Sounds good? So let's move on. Step number 2, text overlays. Now, I include text overlays on 99% of my pins. And yes, I have an educational business, but this goes basically for any niche. And there's a couple of reasons for that. First of all, you want to give context to what your pin is all about. How can your audience use whatever you present in your pin? What will they get if they leave Pinterest to your website? You have to understand that it's all about your audience and what they get out of clicking on your pin. So give them more information on what they're going to get on the other side. Now, the second reason why I want you to add text to your pin is because the Pinterest algorithm can actually analyze your image and read the text that is on the image. This is mind-blowing, right? But yes, technology is there and Pinterest is using it. So if you want to include relevant keywords that helps Pinterest understand what your pin is all about, then add text to your image. Let's move on. Step number 3, your call to action. You want to include a call to action to every pin you put out. Tell people exactly what you want them to do. This is so simple and so effective, but I see only so few people do this. If you want people to click over to your website, let them know and say, click here. If you want people to buy your product, let them know, say, purchase here. If you got a free gift for them, like a freebie incentive or a lead magnet or any kind of free product that you give away to your audience and customers, then let them know and say, grab it here. I include a call to action in most of my pins. So more examples of call to actions are swipe up, click here, learn more, buy now, watch this video now, or download here, or get this for free. So step number 4, subtle branding. Now, I like to brand my pins in a consistent way so that people recognize me and know this pin is coming from my brand. I do this with a couple of tricks that you can apply to your pins as well. First of all, if you got a logo, you can use that logo on your pin. Make sure it's small so it doesn't distract the people from the message of your pin, but people can still see it and recognize it. You can also include the name or your website URL so that people know exactly where they're going when they click on your pin. Then I also use the colors and fonts that represent my brand. So when someone clicks on the pin and they land on my website, they're not like shocked that it looks completely different. So step number 5, inspire and showcase different scenarios. Make sure your pin inspires people. This is a huge one that I never see people talk about, but it's so important. Pinterest is all about inspiring people, about giving people new ideas how to make their life off the platform better and easier. Your pins should show your audience different ways how to use your product and your services in real life. So in my first tip, I talked about creating different pins for the same piece of content, right? Now, what I want you to do is create several different versions of your pin that helps your audience understand how you're going to make their life better and use different scenarios in every pin leading to the exact same content. Let me make an example. Maybe you own a gin distillery and you sell your gin in your online shop. Now you've just created a brand new special peach flavored gin. Sorry, I'm obsessed with gin and combining different gins with tonics. So just bear with me for this example real quick. Now, on top of your shop, you also have a blog where you create content around gin. You, for example, share different gin cocktail recipes. Now, how can you present your peach gin on Pinterest through different scenarios, right? So first of all, you could create a peach recipe guide for people who are planning their wedding and they're looking for a signature cocktail to offer to their arriving wedding guests. Here's the pin idea. Or maybe they're hosting a Thanksgiving party and they're looking for orange-colored cocktail recipes to share with their family and friends. So here's the pin idea. Or maybe someone in your audience is planning a picnic date with his or her girlfriend or boyfriend, and they're looking for a recipe that's going to impress their date like crazy. So here's the pin idea for that. You're going to reach so many more people with one single piece of content just by presenting it in different ways, creating scenarios for your audience and show them how they can use your content and product in their real life. So let's jump into step number 6. After this step, I'm going to show you a way of creating pins in seconds. Pins that look beautiful, get clicked on like crazy, and they also include all the tips that I've mentioned in this video. So keep watching till the end of this video, and here we go with step number 6. So I've mentioned this very quickly before, but you can also advertise free incentives on your pin. People love free stuff. It's very simple. If you have a lead magnet, downloadable guide, free resource, free coupon code, you can advertise this on your pin itself. If you want people to click over to your website and shop, give them something for free. It's very easy. I mention any free thing that's included on my pin. I even create little mock-ups of how this free thing look like and then add that image to my pin design, something like this. This helps my audience visualize what they're going to get, and it's really, really effective and it works great. Because, and this is super important, remember, you don't want pins that go viral and tons of people view, but take no action on. The only number that you care about is the amount of people who actually click over to your website and then eventually buy from you, right? Okay. Holy guacamole, well done for sticking with me through my 6-step system how to design Pinterest pins. Now, this has been the way that I created my Pinterest pins for years now. I design them according to those steps in a separate design program, and then I upload them directly to Pinterest or through a Pinterest scheduler. Now, I've got huge, massive news for you. What if I told you that you can skip designing your pins yourself and there's a brand new way of creating pins on autopilot? A way to create pins that are optimized for Pinterest, get clicked on like crazy, look stunning, and save you hours when creating pins. You're like, too good to be true? Not anymore. Tailwind is a Pinterest scheduler. I use it every single day. So I upload my pins to Tailwind and they get automatically pinned to Pinterest throughout the day. Tailwind is an official Pinterest partner, so it's totally okay and legal to use them. Now, Tailwind has just come up with a brand new product called Tailwind Create. Let me show you how this works. So within Tailwind Create, you can upload an image, choose your branding and fonts, and Tailwind will then create you literally dozens of pin designs that are optimized for Pinterest in seconds. You can then go ahead and customize those pins inside Tailwind if you want to. You can download those pins to your computer and then add them to your blog. You can also directly schedule those pins to go out to Pinterest automatically. You can save your favorite templates, so when you go ahead and create a new piece of content or you have a new item in your shop, you have your templates ready to go. All you need to do is upload your image and choose from dozens of gorgeous pin designs. So I'm filming this video at the end of September 2020, and I actually got to test Tailwind Create as a member of a very small VIP group this summer before anyone else got access. So Tailwind Create officially launches this fall, but if you want to get access to Tailwind Create as of today, you can sign up for free through my link below and skip to the front of the waiting line. You can start creating gorgeous pins for free today. Now you can also sign up for my free Tailwind Create Masterclass in the description below. I walk you through how to use the product in depth, step by step, in a 1-hour totally free training session for you. Because I love you and I want you to succeed on Pinterest. Find all the info on how to register for the free training below so you can start creating gorgeous pins and save so much freaking time. It's mind-blowing. Now, if you like this video and you're as excited about Pinterest as I am, then make sure you hit that subscribe and little bell sign below so that you never miss one of my videos and you're always up to date with the most important Pinterest updates. Thank you so much for watching. That's it from me, and I will talk to you soon. Tschüss!